So Republicans are still trying to pass the big, beautiful bill. Now, it is being currently read in the U.S. Senate, all 940, 950 pages. They are reading it word for word. Democrats did that to force an extension of time, trying to, and both sides are trying to whip votes up, trying to get people to go one way or the other. And I did a video earlier talking about how Senator Murkowski may be out as a vote. We'll have to see how that plays out. But as they're going through this whole process, they did make some changes trying to get around the things the parliamentarian has cut. And one of the changes that did make the cut was they are trying to soften their cuts to Medicaid a little bit and extend them out so they're not starting as quickly. But they want them to start in 2028 and then get worse every year. Now, why would they do that? Well, it's similar to what happened with Donald Trump's tax cuts in 2017. He gives everybody the tax cut in 2017, but for the lower and the middle classes, those tax cuts were temporary, and they were set to expire in 2021. Again, why? Well, if they don't do it till after 2028, that means before people start to realize the cuts and the effects of those cuts, they will already have had the next general election. They're hoping to not have these cuts go into effect until the following presidential term. Now, maybe they're worried that a Democrat is going to win next, which is possible. I think there's a good chance Democrats win the presidency in 28. Or that even if a Republican gets in, that they can kind of go back and forth with it and maybe not give Donald Trump the blame, and they can ride Donald Trump's coattails into winning the presidency in 28. They're trying to game the system so they still get their way, they still cut all these programs, but by doing so, that they can somehow shift the blame to Democrats, not blame Donald Trump, and make it seem like the Democrats are the one doing all the problems, or that they can potentially ride Donald Trump's coattails into a 2028 victory. Now, between here and there, there's going to be midterms, which are going to be huge. We're going to be able to block Donald Trump in a lot of what he does. But then we need to make sure that even if this passes, which I don't know if it will, sounds like it's going to be on the rocks, that we don't let them get away with this in 28 and we get something passed with the new administration to reverse a lot of this damage. They're trying to game the system because that's all they've got left. Their policies are not popular and they know it. So they have to try to game it so they can win and not take any blame.